Hello everyone and welcome back to Life Transformation UK, or if you are here for the first time, welcome to Life Transformation UK. My name is Ben and it's my mission with this YouTube channel to help you achieve your freedom through confidence. And in this video today we're going to be talking about morning rituals or morning routines and how you can use them to make sure that you're waking up every day feeling as confident as possible. So if you're excited to learn more about how you can use a morning ritual to wake up every day feeling confident, then make sure that you do watch this video all the way to the end so that you can get the most value from it. And if you do find value in this video, then do make sure to leave a like on the video as well, because it really helps to boost the video in the YouTube algorithm. It helps to support the channel and it generally just lets me know if I'm doing a good job as a content creator as well. So make sure you leave a like on the video if you enjoy this video, and why not subscribe to the channel as well. But without further ado, let's jump into how you can wake up feeling confident every single day. So I'm sure we've all had situations where the start of our day really informs the rest of it. Let's say, for example, that you wake up and the coffee machine is broken. The shower cuts out halfway through you washing your hair, or you go out for a morning walk and you step in a pile of dog poo or something like that. Just something that happens in the morning, and kind of from there the day is all downhill. And then on the other hand, we've all had days where a great thing happened in the morning. We got a letter from HMRC saying that we've overpaid tax, so we get a tax refund back to us, or you get an email saying that you have got the job that you want, or something like that, where something great happens in the morning and everything just seems to go uphill from there. I'm sure we all have situations like that have happened in our life, even though it's not necessarily those scenarios that I've just spoken about. But the point is that the way that we start our day very much defines how the rest of our day is going to go, whether it's going to be a good day or a bad day. And I believe that the same thing is true of confidence. And if you can get off to a confident start in your day, then you will spend the rest of the day in a much higher confidence level than you would have done if you would have just started the day in any other kind of way. And there's a lot of people that do go ahead and start off their day very, very consciously with a very well structured morning routine. People like Tony Robbins, Oprah Winfrey, a lot of famous business people like Arianna Huffington, and they all use their morning rituals or their morning routines to prime them for what is going to be happening throughout the day, so that they're in the best space mentally and physically to deal with whatever is going to come at them throughout the day. And I first got introduced to morning rituals by Stephen James on the Project Life Mastery channel. And he has a very, very extensive morning ritual that lasts like an hour and a bit, which I always thought was a little bit excessive, but if it works for him, it works for him. But at the time, I started to implement a morning routine into my life. I'd also read The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod, and I started to use that a long time ago, and it really helped me to just start the day right and start the day with a conscious intention of what it was that I was going to be doing. So I wanted to apply that to waking up feeling confident, and that's what I've done in this video today. So I went out and I designed my own morning routine that I believed would be the best thing for boosting confidence first thing in the morning, and I tried it out for 7 days, and that is what I want to be sharing with you today. So how I actually designed it was that Stephen James actually has a book on 67 morning rituals, and I was able to get it free because, well, not necessarily free, because I got it on my Kindle Unlimited subscription, which allows me to get a certain amount of free books as long as they are in the Kindle Unlimited program. So I got his book and I read through it, and of the 67 morning rituals that he had in there, I picked the ones that I believed would work best for boosting confidence, and I kind of cobbled them together into a morning routine. And what I'm going to do is, as I'm talking about this morning routine, exactly what I did, how I felt about it, I'll intercut different bits of footage of me going through my morning routine as well, and hopefully that'll break up the video, make it seem a little bit more interesting as well, and give you an idea of what it was that I did over the last week. So there were certain things on the morning routine that I did every single morning, and some that I kind of changed throughout for various reasons, because certain things just worked better on certain days. So the first thing that was on my morning rituals was making sure that I drank some water as soon as I woke up, because oftentimes we wake up and we've been sleeping for anywhere between 6 and 9 hours, and over that time we've not been taking in any liquids, any water, any fluids, anything like that. So it's really good to drink some water first thing in the morning to start to rehydrate your body. It's also great to fill you up with energy. So the first thing I would do is I would drink a glass of water, and that really made me feel good as a first thing, because I said it does boost up your energy, it does make you kind of feel like you're starting to clear yourself out already, and it's great to start the day in a healthy way, because this links back to the concept of self-care, and the more you take care of your body, the better your self-esteem is, because if you care for the body, then you care for you. And if you're caring for yourself, then that means you are a person of worth, and that leads to high levels of self-esteem and ultimately high levels of confidence. It all kind of stacks one on one. And then the next thing that I did was to make my bed. It's very good to make your bed first thing in the morning. It gives you a very small win that you can get into pretty much straight away. And it's something that a lot of people quite high up in the genuine self-improvement space will say. People like Jocko Willink suggest that you make your bed every single morning. Then you have people like Jordan Peterson who recommend it as well. Controversies aside, it's a good piece of advice. So I made my bed first thing in the morning. That gave me my small win so that I could bounce off of that and move forward. Next thing was I went and I brushed my teeth, which is also another good thing to do in the morning. It's another healthy habit to get into every single morning. And then I sat down, I opened up my laptop, and I went into my online journal. So I journal on an application called Penzu. It's a free journal that you can use online. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. It's not sponsored or affiliated or anything like that. I just think it might be useful. If you don't have a diary or a journal with you, you can use this online program instead. So I open up the journaling app and I complete it in 3 phases. So the first thing that I do is I write down in the journal 10 things that I am grateful for. And on any day, it could really be anything. It'd be simply being grateful that I have woken up another day, being grateful for my family, being grateful for the really nice weather that we've been having in the UK, lockdown aside, of course. And then the next thing that I would write out was 10 things I love about myself. And this is something that I highly recommend, is every single day writing down 5 or 10 things you love about yourself. It's a really good exercise to get you into a place of discovery in terms of your self-worth and developing a greater sense of self-love in your life. It's not at all to do with selfishness or egotism. It's just a great way to remind yourself that you are of course a worthy human being, and that there is of course an abundance of love out there in the world. And after I'd done those 2 things, then I just jumped into writing in my journal as I would normally do. Just my thoughts, what happened during the last day, or what I'm thinking about doing for the rest of the day. Whatever comes to mind, I write it down in the journal until I feel like I've written enough, then I stop. So sometimes it's only a few sentences, sometimes it's several paragraphs. It entirely depends on the day and what's going on in my mind at the time. I highly recommend journaling because it is a great way to just clear out your mind first thing in the morning or last thing at night, and it just gets all the thoughts that would otherwise be swimming around in your head on paper or on Penzu in this case, and it allows you to address them in a much more structured way without having to go down different shortcuts and bypasses in your brain. It's just a better way to address whatever points are being raised within your mind for you. After that, I opened up the Excel spreadsheet on which I keep my goals, and I reviewed my yearly goals, which I'm actually in the process of resetting at the moment. and you can check out a video on resetting your goals, which will be coming out this Friday on the Life Transformation UK channel. It's a very, very interesting video about doing mid-year goal resets when changes in your life or in the world happen and you actually have to change your goals. So make sure that you are subscribed to the channel to get that on Friday. But I would review my yearly goals, and from there I would set my daily goals. I would write out my to-do list of things I have to do in order to move forward with my bigger goals and ultimately work towards my life vision as well. While I was doing that, I would also set out my intention for the day. What is the thing that I really want to create for myself or for the world in that day? I would write that down on the top of my to-do list, and that way if I started to kind of stray away from that, I could remind myself, right, my intention today is to create great content that will inspire and help people in the world, and I can refocus back onto that. After that, I would sit down and I would go through a guided meditation on my phone. I use an app called Insight Timer. Again, not sponsored or affiliated in any way with them. It's just the app that I use, and if you'd like to use it, I'll put a link to it in the description below. But I would use that for 5 to 10, sometimes up to 15 minutes just to sit down and meditate for a bit, clear out my mind, and prepare myself better for the day. I'm actually really enjoying meditating again. Obviously, one of my goals for the year was to complete 100 meditation sessions, so I'm actually working towards that now. And I'll be looking to incorporate more meditation into my life over the course of the rest of the year. But it was yet another way to just refocus my mind on what is important and to clear out anything that might block me from completing my goals on that day. And then lastly, I would do a bit of exercise, whether that was just doing some push-ups, some sit-ups, going for a quick workout in the back garden, or going for a 20-30 minute walk, whatever it was, just to get the blood flowing and again just to move forward in another healthy way. Even though I was probably going to do a full workout later on in the day, it was just a good way to, as I say, get the body moving, get the blood flowing, and it really just puts you into a better place to proceed with your day. And after that, of course, I would just come back, take a shower, and that would be the end of my morning ritual. I would just move on with the day. Now, what I found with this was that there were certain bits and pieces that didn't really work for me as well. For example, reviewing my yearly goals didn't really inspire me in the way that I thought that it would, so maybe I would put that to be done just once a week instead. But that being said, the self-love exercises, the gratitude exercises, writing in my journal, those were the 3 things that really helped me access a state of confidence more than anything else that I did. So if I was going to recreate a morning routine for me to complete on a more regular basis, it would very much focus around those things, because those were the things that helped me to connect best with a state of confidence. And everything else had a more positive effect on just how I felt about myself in terms of self-worth and self-esteem. So all in all, completing the morning ritual for 7 days really helped me to start my day with confidence. And actually, having done that, I had one of my most productive weeks last week than I have had in quite some time, maybe a couple of years, just because I was able to get ahead on content. I was able to do a lot of work in terms of my business. I was able to learn a lot more because I had the kind of motivation to sit down and really engage with more content. Overall, I had one of the best weeks that I've had in a long time, and I felt generally a lot more confident as well because of the morning ritual that I was doing. So I highly recommend this. This is something that I'm going to continue doing, even though I will change it up a little bit. I highly recommend that you implement a morning ritual in your life. Try it out for 7 days, see what works for you, eliminate what doesn't, and double down on what does. And that is how you can start to begin your day with maximum confidence. So I hope you have found this video useful. If you have done, of course, make sure to leave a like, because it really helps to boost the video in the YouTube algorithm. It helps to support the channel and to let me know if I'm doing a good job as a creator. If you have any thoughts, any questions, anything like that, you can leave it in the comments section below and I will do my best to answer every single comment as soon as I possibly can. If you are new to the channel, make sure that you do subscribe. I put out 3 videos every week. I started to say 5, it's 3 videos every single week. Monday is self-esteem, Wednesday is self-confidence, and then Friday is more general self-improvement. So if you are interested in any videos like that, make sure you are subscribed to the channel with notifications on so that you can get access to those videos as soon as they come out. But otherwise, thank you very much for making it all the way to the end of this video. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you in future videos very soon.